Hey everybody, Thomas Joseph here with another Kitchen Conundrums. I've received a lot of questions regarding cooking oils or cooking fats and which ones to use for what. While it can be very confusing, I'm going to show you an easy way, a guide actually, as to which oils should be used at what times and temperatures. And so over here we have oils that you should use over moderate heat, and what that means is the smoke point of the oil should be under 375 degrees. So what is smoke point? Smoke point of a fat or an oil means the point at which the oil starts to break down and it releases these funny little things called free radicals, and it gives the oil a bitter, acrid taste. So you really want to try to avoid that. And over here we have oils and fats that can be used at a high heat, and that means anywhere from 375 up to about 510 degrees. So I'm going to start off here using the oils that should be used over moderate heat, and I'm going to show you a simple saute. Saute is at a lower, medium temperature, not a high temperature, so you can use things like extra virgin olive oil. So into the pan here, I'm going to add about a tablespoon or two of oil, and you can see it's dancing around the pan, which is perfect. Smoke point, you'll actually see it. The oil will start to billow out smoke, and that's when it really changes. So if you're at that point, you should start over and heat your pan to a lower temperature. So into this pan here, I'm just gonna saute some zucchini, a little bit of bell pepper, and some corn, some salt and pepper. And something like this, an easy saute, is a perfect way to use these sorts of fat, because we're not really going over a 375 degree temperature. With this category of oils, all of them here are unrefined. So an extra virgin olive oil is basically an unrefined olive oil. Avocado oil, this dark color, you can tell it's unrefined. As you refine oils, the temperature or the smoke point goes up, and the highest heat oil we have here is safflower oil, and this can go up to 510 degrees. So this is what we love to use whenever we're searing meats. Now I'm gonna crank this pan up to the hottest it can get, and I'm gonna add a little bit of safflower oil to the pan. So my pan is nice and hot, the oil is shimmering, that means it's at temperature, and I'm going to sear my pork chop here. You can hear the heat, you can actually hear the heat. So I'm gonna give the pork chop a little bit of a flip, and look at that, the nice golden brown crust, and that's because we're searing at such a high temperature. So now that you know which oils to pick up at the supermarket, the proper way to store oils would be in a cool, dark place, a place that's free of moisture and away from any heat source. You don't wanna store your bottle of oil next to the stovetop. That's a bad idea because it will affect the rate of rancidity. So away from the stove, in a dark place, capped off so that there's no air, and if it does come in one of these clear glass jars, either decant it into something that's darker or store it in your pantry so that there's no chance your oil is going rancid. There you go, kitchen conundrum solved.